In this session, we will be working out a numerical on common size balance sheet. And the question goes like this. The following are the balance sheets of ABC and XYZ Limited. Prepare the common size balance sheet. Here, they have given us the values of two companies, which is
Sukku sir.
ABC and XYZ, and we are asked to prepare the common size balance sheet. So based on this, let's go about with the preparation of the common size balance sheet for the values which have been given. Now, if you notice, the company ABC, its total asset value, if its total asset and liability value works out to be 11 lakh and 74,000. However, XYZ, what happens over there is that it works out to be 14 lakh 36,000. So there is a difference in the scale. They both are not equivalent. Okay, so it becomes very difficult for us to compare these two companies. So for us to sort out these kind of issues, the best approach would be we would have to prepare the common size balance sheet. What we are performing out over here is a cross-sectional analysis. We're trying to compare two different companies, and these two companies are of different scales. So let's go about with the preparation of the common size balance sheet for this particular. We all are familiar with the format of the common size balance sheet, and what I've done over here is I've just quickly prepared the format. And if you notice, the first column over here is particulars, and let me just quickly change the names of my columns as well. Okay, so here we have two sets of column. One is for company ABC and the other is for XYZ. Since we are comparing two companies, this would be an example of cross-sectional analysis. And under each of these companies, at first we are recording the amount, then we will have to calculate the percentage. We've recorded the amount over here. Now in the second column, against each company, we will have to calculate the percentage. Now, how do we go about with the computation of percentage? To compute percentage, what we will have to do is we have to take the corresponding value of the item. So in my case, since land and building, it is 2,70,000. Okay? It is 2,70,000. This divided by the total asset. So the total asset is 11,74,000. Okay, so the total is 7 lakh. So the total is 11,74,000, and this multiplied by 100. Now, why are we multiplying this by 100? Because we are expecting a percentage. Okay, we are expecting a percentage. So let me just quickly round off the decimals, and that works out to be 23%. Okay, that works out to be 23%. So what does it signify? What it signifies is that out of the total assets of ABC, okay, out of the total assets of ABC, 23% is made up of land and building. So if your total asset of company ABC is 100 rupees, then 23 rupees is the portion of land and building. Okay, that is how you would be interpreting. Similarly, you will have to calculate for all the items which are mentioned over here. And since I'm working this out using Excel, I'm just going to quickly run a formula for that. And let me just calculate the percentage. And like this, similarly, you will have to work it out for all the items which are mentioned over here. Okay, and if when you work it out, you would notice that the percentage works out to be like this. So land and building is 23%, plant and machinery is 26.4%, furniture and fixtures is 0.7%, and it goes on like that. Okay, it goes on like that. So I've just completed for the assets of ABC. Okay, I've completed for the assets of ABC. Now notice my total percentage will work out to be 100. Okay, so even if I were to add up all these percentages, the total should work out to be 100%. Why? Because my denominator is the total asset. So 11,74,000 divided by 11,74,000, that should be 100%. So similarly, when you add up all this together, the total should work out to be 100%. The same thing goes with liabilities as well. Okay, the similar thing is applicable for liabilities as well. Okay, so when you work out for liabilities, you will have to work out in the same manner. And for liabilities, in fact, what you will have to do is that you will have to divide each of the liability item divided by the total liability. So total liability in this case is 11,74,000. Since it's from balance sheet, these two should tally with each other. So I'm just going to quickly work out the formula for this as well, and I've done the calculation. So I've just completed calculating the percentages for my company ABC. Okay, I've just finished, or I've just completed calculating the percentages for company ABC. Similarly, we will have to work out for company XYZ. Okay, so similarly, we will have to work out for company XYZ, and I'm just going to quickly do that as well. And let me just work out the total percentages for XYZ as well. Now that I've got the values of company XYZ in place, let me just go about with the calculation of the percentages. So please remember how we would be going about with the computation is we will have to calculate each of these items divided by the total asset or total liability, and that we have to multiply by 100. The reason why we are multiplying that by 100 is because we want to calculate the percentage. So when we calculate similarly, what will happen is you will get your total to be 100%. Likewise, we have to repeat the process for liabilities also. And for liabilities, how I would be calculating is each of these items divided by the denominator. Denominator would be the total liability. That is what I have done, and then convert that into percentage. Got that. So now I have completed with my calculation of. I'm done with the preparation of my. I've done with the preparation of my common size balance sheet. Okay, I've prepared the common size balance sheet. Now, if you notice, I have converted all the items in my balance sheet out of 100. So now comparison becomes very easy. Okay? Comparison becomes very easy. So for example, ABC's net asset worth is 11,74,000. XYZ's net asset worth is 14,36,000. But now that we've calculated the common size balance sheet percentages, comparison becomes very easy. So for example, we are comparing land and building. So if you notice, land and building, the proportion of land and building for ABC is definitely more than XYZ, or in fact, it is double. It is double. Another one, look at plant and machinery. Plant and machinery for ABC, the percentage is 26.4%, whereas XYZ is 54.74%. So which means XYZ, the proportion of land and plant and machinery is double. Okay, it is double. So this is how we go about with the preparation of the common size balance sheet. Okay, this is how we go about with the preparation of the common size balance sheet. So I hope this is clear to all of you, and you would be able to prepare common size balance sheet and compare companies of different sizes, bring them all down to a common platform, and then go about with the comparison. So this is how common size balance sheet will